Settings. Do I have the right mic on? Yes, I do. Testing. Disable audio processing. What do? Do not use this setting unless you are wearing headphones and have a high quality microphone. This setting disables audio processing. Features like echo cancellation, noise suppression, and auto gain control. Okay. I'll leave that alone because I'm not using my headphones. So what's up? I gotta turn my audio off here. And we are live. And there's bugs here. This is iteration 1 of my llama fly swatter. It actually works pretty well. I've killed a few flies today. The only thing is I want to go this way because I don't want these sticking out. Because if I whack like my monitor with this thing, I could crack some stuff. So what's up? Saturday night. Nobody else was streaming that I saw, so screw it. I said I would. What's everybody doing on a Saturday night? I've been printing fly swatter. I just redesigned the handle because the handle is just, as you can see, it's just not. I was worried about it breaking, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm actually going to make it a little fatter this way and a little thinner this way and make the handle more round. Right now it's kind of, I want it, football shaped and ellipse, but not that much. It needs to be a hair taller and a lot thinner. So it's not quite round, but you get a good grip on it. So I'm whacking them flies. Gonna take out the flies. I could probably make this a little thinner too. This is 4mm, no top, no bottom. This is really good stuff. This is a Hatchbox TPU. That's what this is right here. This stuff. I think it prints really nice. This stuff's like 3 years old, 2 years old, 3 years old, something like that. I barely use it. I do something like this with it, and then it gets put away for a year until I think of something else to do with it. That's why I'm kind of liking. I've been noticing other companies coming out with like the $12 and $15 TPU rolls instead of $30 or $40. And another one I really like, and I might even do a video on it, is NY Prints or NY Print. I think it is, because they, I believe it's a she, sell these mini like 250-gram rolls of TPUs and other flexibles. They're basically samples, but they're on a roll. They're really nice. Um, you end up paying a little bit more per gram, ounce, whatever, but you're not getting a massive roll of stuff that's going to sit around in your box forever and ever and ever. I like the smaller rolls of some filaments, particularly flexibles, and um, like the marbles and the stuff you're not going to use every day. I almost wish like Protopasta. Most of their 750 or 500 grams instead of a full kilo. I almost wish they'd do like half of that even, because you only use them for special occasion-y type stuff, and then you're sitting on it. It's a good scratcher too. Scratches my hand pretty good. So what's everyone up to? Anybody even here? Hello? I'm not seeing anybody in chat. Nobody. Well, what's it streaming at? Looks a little blurry on YouTube tonight. Little blurry. Not terrible. Just a little bit. It's unusual. It usually comes through pretty clean. But you never know. Anyways, so there's that. The fly swatter I've been working on. What's everyone else doing? Besides probably playing Borderlands 3. I want to be playing Borderlands 3 right now. I want my PlayStation 3 or 4 or 5 or whatever back. But it's not going to happen. Got no money. Can't afford a PlayStation. It's gone up in price. I don't get it. It's getting to be old. The older it gets, the more the PlayStation's going up. Xbox is coming down, PlayStation's going up. I'll still take a PlayStation over an Xbox. It's kind of iffy. But in general, and it's not because either one's any better than the other. I just don't like the Xbox interface as well. It looks too much like, I don't know, Kidville. It's too social media based with their little windows, and nothing's just organized. It's all in these odd windows that you can't find what you're looking for with the Xbox. The newest, at least the last time I played with it. They may have changed it again. I got rid of it years and years ago. I never even had an Xbox One. I had the Xbox. And then I got the PlayStation 3, and then I got a PlayStation 4, and then my PlayStation 4 blew up. Didn't even last a full year. Actually, it lasted just a year. It was only like a month after, so it was just over a year. Year and a month. Just past the warranty where they won't fix it anymore. They actually said they would, but I would have to pay shipping. They would pay for the parts, but I would have to ship it back to wherever. It was like $90 in shipping. It's like, no. Because I'd have to ship it both ways. It's like $45 there and $45 back. Like, no. Not happening. It's just not gonna happen. So who's all here? Why is no one in the chat? You should have bunches of people in the chat. Is there someone live streaming that I don't know about and no one's here? Sorry for your loss. Who did he lose? Here's a Blue Moon Brewing Company in memory of my late uncle's first favorite pizza parlor. I did it with the family. Oh, that sucks. So anyway, is anyone playing? Anyone tried Borderlands 3 yet? Anyone even working on Borderlands 3? Anyone looked at Borderlands 3? Really want to try it. I liked 1 and 2 a lot. I liked 1 a real lot. I still think 1's the best story. I think 2, they fixed a lot of the interface and mechanicals and stuff. But I like the storyline better and 1 better than I did 2. But it's close. The prequel was kind of sad. It was okay. It seemed like they were just milking it. But 3, I hear, is actually pretty good. I gotta reprint this handle. It's not quite right. It's too fat right here. Too thin this way. Too fat right here. It's all redesigned. Perfect. Let's share the screen. You can see it. There it is. All redone. It's going to be a little more rounded at the handle. The actual grip. This first one, I just took this initial shape and I just kept extruding it. I didn't actually loft it. This is actually lofted after I decided how I wanted it shaped. Whether I thought it was going to be strong enough or not. And I never actually shared, did I? So you never even saw it. Let's try that again. This is the new handle. It's a little thicker right here. Let's go right to the front. A little thicker right here. Pretty much thicker all the way down it. But actually thinner through here and here. This is the same. This head is still the same as the one I've got here now, because that works just about perfect. But I actually lofted this, where before I just drew circles and I didn't even draw a circle. I just extruded this. I extruded this base shape. As you can see, it's a little bit thicker. It actually thickens as it goes to the handle, not thins. I actually had it thinning out in the middle. But anyway, not that anyone cares. I still think it's cool. Fusion 360 is frickin' cool. You get right down to it, it's amazing what you can do with this piece of software. That's frickin' free. What's up, Kit? At least somebody's here. Disciplinary panel. Yeah, I'm disciplining the flies. Something's in the house dead somewhere, and I cannot find it. And this house is just... It's actually not bad now. I got rid of most of them. I had flies everywhere for like the last day and a half, 2 days. Grump? What is grump? Who's a grump? You're a grump. You're always grumpy. Grump. Fly spotter. Thinking I should have made this just a hair thinner. I mean, this isn't bad actually. It's pretty darn flexible. I just can't believe I can still print with this. I'm a bed leveling grump. No, I'm an intelligent leveling grump. I'm an intelligent bed leveler. I don't do automatic screw ups. That just compensates. What is what RCCNC? Auto bed leveling just takes the problem and makes it stay there. You can get rid of the bed leveling problem with a little bit of work. It's less work to flatten your bed than it is to install a bed leveling system. It takes less time. It really does. I will say it's probably, well, I'm not even saying it's more detailed, because doing all the firmware, I mean, once you've done it a few times, the firmware is pretty easy, but once you've done a proper leveling of the bed, flattening of the bed, it's not that hard either. Once you figure out the steps to do it. I think I'm going to do a video on it. I think more people should be doing it and getting rid of all the auto bed leveling. For one, it lowers the head weight, so you'll get less waves. It's less processing. Good morning from London. It's not morning, it's night. 2:18 here. It's still night, dude. It's not morning till the sun comes up. What's up, Dave? Yeah. I mean, auto bed leveling's fine. I just do so much mechanical stuff and parts that need to be perfect, and I finally found these things. Like these things. If I used auto bed leveling on these, and this face, because I print them this way, this is the bed. If this face gets off, and it starts waving, these wheels are going to be off, and that means this thing's going to kilter. And even, you know, half a millimeter. Oh, that sucks. Sorry to hear that your wife's disabled, but I know the feeling, because both my parents are, and that's what I do. I am pretty much full-time senior care for my parents now. That's pretty much what I do. I have no money. I have no life. I take care of mom and dad, and that's it. But anyway, and I get to play with 3D printing whenever I have an extra 5 minutes to myself. But yeah, if this thing's perfect, if your bed is flat, You don't need auto bed leveling, for one, because your bed's flat. And parts will come out flat. They'll have no little loopy-loos in them. What is up, Viking? Are you playing, Oh, is it still screen sharing? Yeah, I should probably stop that. Thanks, RC. Yeah, here you go. These things. If these are... Sometimes I just don't notice it where I'm looking at the... I should watch both. I should... I'm trying to think of a way I can have both screens on here. It's kind of foggy. Is it just me, or is it YouTube worse than normal quality? It's like... Yeah, screw you, Viking. I don't want to play Borderlands 3. I was just saying that just before you popped on. I want Borderlands 3. I want my PlayStation back. I want Borderlands 3. Yeah, I get nothing. I get a pain in the butt, mother. Anyway. Yeah, it looks out of blurry, not as high a quality. Is it even? It says it's 720. Oh well, whatever. It is a Saturday night, which means YouTube could be bogged down. Anyway, so how is Borderlands 3? I gotta find someone that'll donate a PlayStation 4 to me. It has to be a PlayStation 2, because that's the whole... My cousin plays PlayStation 4, and... Long story short, me and my cousin got into PlayStation and Xboxes years and years and years ago, not for the games. I mean, I like playing the games, but I'm not... I come and go. I play for like a month, month and a half, and then I just burn out, and the thing just sits there for 6 months, and then all of a sudden I'll pick it up, and a new game will come out, and I'll play it for a while, but whatever. Me and my cousin kept buying them for each other for Christmases as they progressed from the Xboxes and the old original PlayStation, and, you know, because he moved out to the West Coast, and that's how we used to communicate, you know, instead of calling on the phone, because me and him, we used to hang out occasionally. We weren't like the bestest of buddies, but you know, once or twice a month we'd go out drinking or hang out. Whatever. We were in the same age group, and he only lived down the street, so we had mutual friends. And blah blah blah. Me and him still stay in touch through the Xbox, PlayStation, whichever one we have now. Because we'd sit there and play stupid games and just not even paying attention to the game, just BSing while we're playing the game. Labo stuff so it can last and not tear apart or get ruined if you drop your Coke or messy fingers. I'm not sure what you're talking about there, but night course. What's up, 3D printing and painting? I have no idea what Nintendo Labo stuff is. Never heard of it. I'm not big into gaming. Like I said, me and my cousin buy him, you know, a couple of times I've bought him a couple of PlayStations. We actually started on Xbox. We both wanted a PlayStation 3. At the time, I had money. So I bought him a PlayStation 3 because he was house poor. He was trying to sell his house. He just got divorced, was trying to sell his house. Blah, blah, blah. He had no money. I bought him a PlayStation 3. We played that for a couple of years. He ended up selling his house for way more money than he thought it was worth. Had boatloads of money. His wife got none of it. So we ended up with a buttload of money. We both wanted a PlayStation 4. It just showed up for Christmas a year ago, or almost 2 years ago now. It actually showed up for Thanksgiving 2 years ago. And he's just like, here, let's get a 4, let's play on a 4. We started playing, I don't know, whatever Black Ops game came out that month. And then the Borderlands prequel. I've always expensive cardboard, so I'm lost, but sure. Coming live from my Pi. You're on a Pi, Lightspeed? Why are you on a Pi? What are you playing Linux online? Pi online? I never thought of that. You could just use a Pi as a little mini computer, huh? I mean, that's really what it is. It's just a little old computer. Never thought about actually using it as a computer, not just a print server. So about 11 quarts of plasma, and you should have enough for a PS4, Borderlands 3, and a PlayStation Plus. Yeah, I could lose a few. I could use a few quarts, but yeah, not happening anytime soon. I can't. They can't take my blood anyways. My blood got tainted. I have bad blood. They gave me bad blood when I broke my neck. Actually, no, before I broke my neck. In '83. When I had my first car accident. I was in a small coma. They gave me blood and it was bad blood. And I broke out in hives and they had to put me back into a coma. They put me into a medical coma for 36 hours. They had an allergic reaction to whatever they added to the blood or something. I don't know. I can't even give blood anymore. I have a big no-no on my cards. Don't do it. Don't take his blood. I'd trade body fluids, just not my blood, because they won't take it. They won't take my blood. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I actually have an extra Pi or two laying around here. My brother's a big computer scientist. Like, literally, that's his title, is computer scientist. Although I don't know what his title is now. He just moved, because he used to work at, it's actually customer service now. He was working for Red Hat, and he didn't like his new boss, and tried to move, and she gave him crap, and they mutually fired slash, and he quit or whatever. I'm not. I don't get into the details, but he's working for Rackspace now. They're paying him a lot of money, so he's actually more into service. He's a service guy. When you have a problem with Rackspace, you call him. You could end up with my brother. He's hoping to actually go back to Red Hat after IBM acquires it, because he's hoping they'll move her away and he can go back right to his old team. I'm having a retro gamer on Tuesday night at Farmer. Pie guy, I guess. Not sure what you're talking about, but sure. Yeah, I don't play with them much. I set them up for print servers and that's it. If anyone's interested, I might be selling a Duet. I may just sell the Duet. Llama Live. This is the Pi 4 and I have a TV lying around, so now it's Llama Live. Okay. Sure. How was that Pi 4? That's the newest, latest, greatest Pi, right? It's sad that these. You think about it, a Pi is more powerful than the old computers we used to use. You know, I haven't been up in my attic. I think I still have a couple of old, either a Wang or an IBM. We're talking late 80s. And I think I still have either a Max 605 or 405 up in the attic. Just thought of that. I haven't been up in the attic in years. I just got rid of my um, Mac Digital Audio dual core G4 Monster. That thing still runs. Fired right up. Just took like 20 minutes. You can't use it for anything. Texas Instruments was a cassette recorder for hard drive. Yeah, I remember tape drives and reel to reels. Probably is more powerful than all the computers on the space shuttle combined. Yeah, it probably is. Yeah, you think about it. I mean, even our military stuff, it takes so long for them to get anything done. Most of our jets are what, like 30, 40 years old in technology? When you think about it, I mean, yeah, I know they upgrade the computers and everything. They got them and they're all on basically racks. So they can slide out a piece and slide a new one in. But really, you think about it, like F-18 Eagle, when was that made? 80s? Late 80s it was designed. Started getting built in the early 90s, I think. I mean, it's kind of dated. And it's still one of the best jets out there. Texas Cassette Recorder. Yeah, that's the problem I hear with the Pi 4s. It's like so new that nothing's working with it. You know, I could install these, except for I gotta find the bolts and I can't remember what I did with the bolts. You wouldn't believe where I had these. I had these things right in my face. I kept looking in the. I got a little. You can't see it behind me, but it's under. It's right on the end of the bed here. I have a little like tackle box. It's bigger than a tackle, but it's basically a tackle box. You know what I'm talking about. You guys probably have them full of parts. And it's got the little drawers and everything and all the little things. And I'm thinking, where the hell did I put it? Where the hell did I put it? It was right in the top. I just had to flip the top open, and there it was. I was searching for these things for like 3 days. Never opened up the top of the tackle box. Always kept sliding the drawers out. I got this big wooden cabinet you can have see here. This is all 3D printed crap in there. Well, that and RC. There's some RC car parts in there. This middle drawer is all RC car parts, but blah blah blah. I was searching for it. Went looking for something else and opened up the top, and there these things were sitting. Now I just have to put them on the printer. Yeah. I don't know. I was talking to my brother again, computer scientist, about it. And he had kind of the same impression I did about the Pi 4. It's like, why? I mean, I could see some people wanting it, but for anything I do or anything he does, it's like the Pi 3s are fine. Don't really need anything more powerful. Yeah, I remember 5 1/4 floppies. I still have zip disks. Remember zip disks? Which are basically a hard cased floppy drive. I still got a bunch of them. They come in at like 80 and 100 megabyte, not gigabyte, megabyte. And they were big then. Yeah, I mean the four you'll be happy with it in 6 months when all the software catches up. I mean, it's like anything. That's why even phones. I never buy the latest greatest phone. I always buy 2 or 3 year old. Like the new iPhone whatever 11 came out. So I'll like buy an 8 because it'll be $50 instead of $500. You know, and the thing I've always found is the older version actually works because they fixed all the problems. They found them, returned them, repaired them, did whatever they had to do, and fixed them. Like that iPhone 11 is just going to be a nightmare for the first 6 months. Was they bug fix it because basically they can only do so much with a limited use. They can have 1,000 people playing with it, but when you push it out into the public with millions of people using it, all kinds of new crap shows up that you never thought of. Because people start doing stuff you never thought they would with a phone or whatever. Yeah, no, the Pi. Yeah, the Pi 4, I don't know. If I had money to just blow right now and time to just waste, I would probably buy a Pi 4. I think they'd be cool. It's not, although it's not even all that much more powerful than the 3, is it? Yeah, I'm still on a 5. This is actually a 5. This is an iPhone 5. 5S, excuse me. It's a 5S. Works. I am gonna have to replace it because it's just on its last legs. The battery keeps dying. Everyone's like, "Oh, you can tear it apart and put a new battery in." I'm like, you know what? But why? I mean, it is kind of getting old. And I bought it refurbed. I only paid like $100 for it. That's what I have is an iPhone 5S. That's what this is right here. This is an iPhone 5S. I haven't taken it out of the case and looked at it in a while. I don't even remember how to get it out of the case. This is actually a new case. I shouldn't say that because I bought this like 6 months ago. I bought this case because the other one got so beat up it was like falling apart. Yeah, you got any newer than a 5S? And it's got to be either broken or AT&T compatible. Because even though I'm not using AT&T, I'm actually using AT&T. Because I use AARP because I'm old. And I can save a bunch of money that way. I have three phones. Well, if you want to just send me one, I'll be more than happy to take it off your hands. Like I said, as long as it's AT&T compatible, I'll use it. I'll take one of each. I can't afford to buy a new one, so. And it still works, it's just the battery, it doesn't. Battery only lasts about 2 hours, even just sitting here doing nothing if I don't have it plugged in. If I put it in my pocket and go for a car ride in 2 hours, it's dead. There it is, iPhone 5S. Like brandy new. It's always been in the case. And it was one of the white ones, because I got it for an extra $10 cheaper for the white over the space gray or whatever. Yeah, cracked screens and T-Mobile don't work for me. I will say, I have on here the Gorilla Glass sheet. I don't have the little. First thing I do when I get one of these cases, I take the little plastic stupid protector sheet, and I get this has got the Gorilla Glass on the face of it, the screen protector. It's just stuck on here, and I've dropped this thing, and I can tell you what. I thought I destroyed it. The Gorilla Glass shattered. I thought the screen shattered. Popped the Gorilla Glass off. The screen underneath it was absolutely fine. Any crap in here? Not really, no. Any crap in here? Yeah, a little bit. Not as dirty as I thought it would be inside that thing. But yeah, my phones always stay in case. I'm brutal on phones. I drop them and smash them and crash them and beat the snots out of them. Really don't like black cases. I don't know why I bought black. Can't tell you how many times, even with this case. I haven't had this one on here that long. I set it down somewhere and I go looking for it and I can't find the damn thing because it just blends in with everything else. Well, see if you can. They actually have two of them. My mother's is an iPhone 5S too. And hers is worse than mine with the battery. She unplugs it for 10 minutes, it gets undone. The battery goes dead. She doesn't really need it. She just uses it for texting people that she doesn't need to text to that drive me nuts. They're like, oh, do this for your mother. It's like, yeah, like, I'm not doing enough. I got time to play stupid frickin' games. Not. My only free time is my damn free time nowadays. Nah. Anyway, on that note, why isn't this thing going in there? There it goes. Nope, that ain't right either. Close enough. It's protecting it, that's all I care about. I don't care how old it is. I can't do the cracked screens though. That drives me nuts. I said that actually works. Just needs a battery. I could probably pop it open and do all that. But it's all this micro-y stuff, and I got too fat of fingers. They're like, oh, they come with the kits, and you can get the new battery and all that. Blah, blah, blah. You know what? I plug it in here. I take it out into the van or the car. I just plug it in. It's not like I need it that long. We did lose power today. Big old branch took out the power lines. It was bizarre because I was outside. I was literally looking at it when the branch fell. I mean, it's like quarter mile down my driveway, about halfway down my driveway. If you don't realize, I have a really long driveway. My driveway's about a half a mile, so it's about a quarter mile down it. It's about halfway. And I happen to be walking from my garage to the van, closing everything up because it's supposed to rain. And having to look straight down the driveway, and all of a sudden I hear zap, and then pop. I thought a freaking bomb had dropped. It was so loud. I thought it blew the transformer because where it's a long driveway, we have our own transformer. It's a shared driveway. There's houses behind me, and I thought I blew the transformer. Called 911 because I saw sparks and everything. I didn't even walk down there until I called them. We got here, fire department got here. No fire. I was like, that's fine. So I walked down, and power company, and they're like 24 to 48 hours where it's nobody else around us lost power. Like literally, my neighbor right here, I can see out this window, didn't lose power. People at the end of my driveway didn't lose power. They're on a separate circuit. And they said 12 to 24 hours, or 24 to 48 hours, because it's just the two of us on the driveway, and a couple of the guys from the fire department. My father used to be the vice chief, whatever, of the fire department, so we kind of knew him. He knows he's really sick, so he's like, can we get a push on it? And they're like, well, if we have someone close, where it's just the two houses, it should be an easy fix, even if it's a transformer. Luckily, a guy was literally a mile down the street, and he just like dropped whatever he's doing, and he drove up here. He's like, I'm by myself. I'm in my little truck. If it's something I can fix, I will. If it's the transformer needs to be replaced, I can't do it. But if it's a fix, I can do it. He looked at the transformer and went up in his little bucket. He says, nothing wrong with the transformer. Went down the driveway. Come to find out, like 2 years ago, we had a tree take down during the hurricanes. Take down all our lines. They just flattened them right on the ground. And when they did that, they put a safety and some fuses in at the very first pole at my driveway. So if any trees came down in my driveway, it wouldn't shut off the whole grid. It would just pop in the driveway, and that was it. He's like, fuses, take me 10 minutes. So he popped up in the truck, put 2 new fuses in, and we had power again. It wasn't out for an hour. I was like, yes. I was all ready to pack my parents up. I can't have them here without power. Both in their 80s. Both of them have to have a bathroom constantly and water. And I was gonna pack them up and take them to Boston to my brother's house. And he showed up. Said, "Nope, I'll fix it." I was like, "Yes, power." You don't realize how awesome electricity is until you don't have it anymore. I gotta get a generator here. I can't believe we never got a generator here. We're right on the shore. I just can't believe I never got a generator. Anyway, back to 3D printing. Fly swatter. This is like, I can't believe how nice this TPU is. I've had 2 rolls of really nice TPU. And actually one's TPE, which is pretty much the same thing. And neither one of them are from great companies. This is Hatchbox. And I bought this years ago. Like 2 or 3 years ago. Pretty sure it was 3 years ago. Pretty close. And there's still more than half a roll because it's TPU. But it prints beautifully. I took it out and it's just, there's no stringing, nothing. It's just awesome. And I've had TPE do the same thing, and it was, believe it or not, Maker Geeks TPE. That stuff just prints beautifully every time. It just never strings, never has problems, never goes bad. It's been in a box there forever. I think I'm almost out of the Maker Geeks. I use it a lot for little like feet and stuff for my quadcopter. I mean, they're tiny, so I don't use that much at a time. But I've had that, I think, even longer than this. I think I bought their TPE before I bought this TPU. I bought this because it was red, and they were out of red when I bought it. Flexibles are awesome. I like flexible filament. If you guys ever wanted to play with flexibles, but don't want to spend, $40, $50 on a roll. Although a lot of them are down now. If you go on Amazon, you can get the Saint Smarts, $25 for TPU, TPE, one of them. But 3D or New York Prints 3D or something like that. New York Prints. Now I gotta look. It's either 3D Prints New York or New York Prints 3D or something along those lines. New comment. New comment. I was wondering what size it got in the wrong size. Minus 330 by didn't fit the heated bed. Mine's 300 by 300. It fit it, no problem. What was I looking for? Oh yeah, New York Prints. Prints New York. 3D Print New York. I don't know, one of those. They sell. Am I finding it? Nope, not finding it. Searching my old emails. I might have deleted it. That was pretty old too. That's probably a year ago. I believe it's a girl. She spools off mini spools. Like she'll buy a regular 1 kilo spool, and then she spools off 250s. You can get 250 for like $8 or $9. Right now she's having a sale. It's like $4.99. Matter of fact, let me go there and I'll show you. New York Prints. Let's go here. New York Prints. There's 3D Prints New York. 3D Print. It's 3D Print NY. That's what it is. Here, let me screen share. They spool off just flexibles mostly. She's having a sale on these. $9.99, $9 for 225 grams. But a lot of these for the 50 grams are $3. Which normally I'm not big on samples, but for $10 for these 250, and the 250s come on a roll. These actually come on a little mini roll. That's like the perfect amount of flexible. And yeah, you're still paying more per gram or whatever, but for the same $30 or $25 for a regular roll of TPU, you can get two different colors. Yeah, you're getting less amount, but you're getting two different colors, and you never really use that much. Or at least I've never found a reason to use that much flexibles. And they have a lot of stuff. I mean, she's got, again, I believe it's a she. Um, she has all the Ninja Tech and Armadillo and Ninja Flex and Cheetah and a few other Flexi brand, and but that's all she carries from what I understand is flexibles. Flex, takes PayPal. It's usually $1 or $2 shipping. But yeah, no, she's got a lot of really cool stuff. Inventory clearance. 50 grams for $2.99. Shop Flexi to. I want some more. See, they come in these little mini spools for $3. $5 with shipping. You can buy a whole bunch of them. Trial size. Oh, excuse me. It's getting late. I mean, even the 50 grams come on freaking mini spools for $3. Transparent, 50 grams. I got a whole bunch of these. I shouldn't say a whole bunch of them, a couple, three of them. I usually order a few of these little Ziploc baggies she has and a couple of these mini spools, depending on what I'm looking for. I just got some purple and transparent orange the last time I ordered it. That was like a year ago. I like this Flexi stuff too. It works pretty good. Matter of fact, I just did the push button, safety button for my chop box. You guys probably don't remember, but a year ago this month, it was in September, I'm pretty sure, I fell out of the back of my van. I was coming out of the slider with my chop box in my hand. I don't know if you know what chop box is. Sliding saw, big 10-inch blade, blah, 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 it slides. Huge monstrosity. And I hit it like this. I stepped back out of the sliding door, and I misstepped, and I fell down. It landed on my belly and blew my back out, but it shattered the handle. And I just recently bought a new handle for it. It was like $20 for the handle. But I was still missing the stupid safety button you have to push to pull the actual trigger. And I just 3D printed one. They wanted like $12 for that stupid button. I was like, no, I'll 3D print the stupid button. And I used that, and it printed beautifully. I think I posted a picture on Twitter. I'm not sure if I did or not. I mean, it's just little. It's only like that big. That's all I ever use for flexibles. I use it for little crap. I don't use flexibles for everyday, printing. That is wicked good. Cherry juice. No, it's not beer. That is cherry juice. It is frickin' good. Anyway, I think I'm going to kill it. It's 10 o'clock. Been on here for an hour, just short of. 50 minutes and 15 seconds is what the little counter says. So, yeah. Hey, Lightspeed, if you have a freaking spare iPhone laying around that you want to get rid of, I'm a charity. Sad. I got no money. I burned off all my money. That's the way it is. Everyone's off playing games now, huh? Anyway, so that's it. I'm getting bored listening to myself. So unless somebody wants to jump in here with me, I'm going to kill it in about 2 minutes. Because there's nothing good going on. Hee. There's Viking laughing. Hee. How come that came up but not on here? It came up on the YouTube but not in the StreamYard. That's kind of screwy. You're playing frickin' Borderlands 3 right now, aren't you, Viking? Yeah, bastard. How are you playing it? Are you playing on a console or are you playing on a computer? Does Steam have it? I gotta look now. I can't imagine Steam has that yet, right? Steam doesn't get anything right up new, do they? They're always older stuff. Although Gears 5 it's showing. Search store, Borderlands. Yeah, they're not showing 3 here. All the 2 stuff, which I already bought. Borderlands Game of the Year is only Windows anyways. The prequel is Windows and Steam. No Mac. Borderlands 2 Game of the Year. Huh. Yeah, Steam's always like 6 months a year out. That's what I thought. Which is fine. Borderlands is one of those games I usually did actually buy when it first came out because I always really liked it. It's just funny as hell. I always liked Borderlands. The first one was still the best one. I loved the add-on, the Halloween add-on to the original Borderlands. If you went up and you went into the pumpkin patch and you went up and you found the old guy there in the rocking chair, what the hell's his name? But if you found him up in the pumpkin patch, you could feed him brains and he'd like sing a song and then he'd spit out weapons, he'd puke them out. Like literally upchuck. You feed him brains and he'd puke and out would pop out weapons. And it was the funniest thing listening to him sing his little brain song. Brains, brains, brains. I love brains. It's just, I mean, it's not just the gameplay, because the gameplay really isn't all that great. It's just the the commentary is just hilarious, and the stupid things you have to do. I mean, Claptrap is funny. He's about the worst of it. Anyway, I'm gonna get off of here. Have fun. Tomorrow, all kinds of things are on. Fun in the Country Basements tomorrow, ain't it? Bunch of other stuff. Alien After Dark. I don't know who he's getting on, but I believe he's got somebody already lined up. Anyway, I'm killing it. Later, guys. Have a good night.